As a chiropractor, case acceptance is one of the most important metrics for the success of your practice. And after working with thousands of doctors, we have found that you never want to say this. Welcome to another beautiful episode of In the Blue, where we are dedicated to helping you and your team scale. I mean, we're talking not just grow, we're talking explosion of growth, and that's what In the Blue means. It's one of the colors that actually shows us in the BlueIQ software when you and your team are exceeding expectations and helping a patient accept your treatment, your recommendations, right? You're the physician, you are the expert that is helping to diagnose and let the patient know what they need to actually get the results that they're hoping they're going to get by coming to you in your practice. So before I jump into what not to say in your treatment planning today, I want to make sure that you're actually measuring your case acceptance, because we have found that most providers are actually over-guesstimating their success. They're not really in reality of our patients following through with your recommendations. Do they trust you? Do they love you? Do they like you? And want to continue to follow your recommendations because it's going to give them the best results in their outcomes. So let me walk you through the numbers that you need to be measuring through your case acceptance. And it really starts with how many leads are scheduled, how many new patients are coming into the practice, and what % of those actually show up as a new appointment. We want to know, how well is our team doing on the phones and scheduling and qualifying these leads to come into your practice? The second part of this is you want to measure the conversion from that first appointment to a second appointment. How many of them are making that next appointment? Because if you're doing this right, there might be some leads that you're excusing at this point, and we want to know, are we attracting our ideal new patients? So as we track that, then we want to keep track of that kept appointment percentage for the report of findings. How many patients are coming back to see their diagnostic testing and to hear your treatment recommendations and to review a financial plan? And then of course, now we're ready to measure case acceptance. How many care plans did we present? What percentage of those actually started care? That's case acceptance. The other really key number here is what % of your care plan value was accepted. So we want to look at your total care plan, not just, hey, why don't we start with 2 weeks, or hey, why don't we go through the first month? No, we want to actually create a vision, a roadmap that we call a care plan for a patient on this is what it's going to take to reach your health goals. Well, imagine that, BlueIQ talking to you about goals. We expect you to be talking to patients about their health goals, because when a patient and a doctor is aligned on treatment outcomes, we can now easily put together a treatment plan that are going to meet those treatment outcomes to deliver those patient expectations. And when we map that out, how much of that is going to be covered by insurance versus how much is going to be out of their pocket, and are they going in with clear expectations of how much this treatment plan is going to be an investment for them? Can they plan for that? Are there ways to save money around that? And that's case acceptance measured by start rate and care plan value acceptance. Not necessarily paid for that day, but they're ready to start it and they've agreed to this care plan and they're ready to join you. So to increase that, finally, here we go. This is what you don't want to say as we're screening the patient on the very first phone call. We want to train our team never to say, oh, we can fix that. Because you're going to have patients calling in that say, do you fix headaches? Do you treat low back pain? Do you treat plantar fasciitis? Whatever condition that you're marketing for, when they call in and say, do you treat this? We never, ever want to tell a patient, oh, we can help you. We can fix you. Instead, what we want to say to that patient is, we have phenomenal success in treating low back pain, or we have tremendous success in treating headaches. For the patients that qualify for our care, Now that's the key phrase, is we want to talk about how we have to examine a patient to identify, is their symptom coming from something we actually treat? Is it the subluxation driving that? Or do they have hormone problems or food allergies or other things? Like, we need to identify what is the root cause of that health problem before we ever give them hope. And what we have found in the sales process, because again, like it or not, you're in sales, we have to be very cautious about making sure a patient wants to find out. Like, everybody wants to find out what their diagnosis is, what's driving their health concerns. And we have a process for that. It's called our consultation, our exam, our diagnostic testing, and then we know if you're a good candidate to be accepted into our treatment plans that have incredible results for those patients who qualify for them. And that is how you're going to skyrocket your case acceptance and never say, oh, I can fix that. Now, if you like today's content, make sure you subscribe to our channel. Click the bell, the notifications bell, so you get notified the second we publish new content like this. And this is an incredible opportunity if you're not using BlueIQ to track and analyze your practice numbers. BlueIQ made it simple for you in our beautiful automated dashboards. So click the link below to schedule your demo today so that you can see how BlueIQ can take you from an average practice to in the blue.